Okay, so I've always been one of those people who gets sleep paralysis, ever since I was a kid, really. You know the deal. You wake up, you can't move, you feel this crushing weight on your chest, and sometimes you even hallucinate. It's terrifying, right? Well, for me it was always terrifying until recently. Things have been changing. It started subtly. Usually when I get sleep paralysis, there's this feeling of dread, like something malevolent is in the room with me. But a few months ago, that feeling started to fade. It was replaced by something else. Not quite benevolent, but definitely not as menacing. More like curious? I know it sounds weird, but that's the only way I could describe it. It was like whatever was causing the sleep paralysis was studying me, trying to figure me out. Then came the whispers. At first, they were just faint murmurs, unintelligible, like someone was speaking from the other end of a long tunnel. But over time, they got clearer. I still couldn't make out any words, but the tone was gentle, almost soothing. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I started to feel comfortable with it. Like whatever was there wasn't trying to hurt me, it was just there, observing. One night, I woke up paralyzed as usual, but this time, the whispers were right next to my ear. I could almost feel the breath on my skin. But instead of fear, I felt this strange sense of calm. And then it spoke. It didn't say anything I could understand. It was more of a long, drawn-out sigh, filled with what I can only describe as longing. That's when things started to get really weird. I began to feel a presence in my waking life. Not all the time, but in fleeting moments. A cold spot in warm rooms, the feeling of being watched when I was alone. Again, it wasn't malevolent, but it was definitely unsettling. Then, last night, it happened. I woke up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, drenched in sweat. I wasn't paralyzed this time, but I felt that familiar presence in the room with me. It was stronger than ever before, closer than ever before. I could feel its eyes on me, even though I couldn't see it. I could feel its breath on my skin, even though it wasn't there. And then I heard it. Clear as day, right next to my ear, it whispered one word. My name. I bolted upright in bed, gasping for air. I looked around the room, but there was nothing there. Just the shadows cast by the streetlight outside my window. But I knew it was there. I could feel it. I haven't slept since. I'm terrified to close my eyes, terrified of what I might see, what I might hear. I don't know what it wants. I don't know what it's going to do. But I know one thing. It's getting closer. And I'm not sure how much longer I can take it. Okay, so I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a while now. I'm not really one for all that spooky stuff, but this one has been freaking me out. I live in a small one-story house. It's nothing fancy, but it's home. I've lived here for about 5 years now, and I've never had any problems. But about a month ago, I started hearing something walking on my roof. Every night. I'll be in bed trying to sleep when I hear it. It sounds like someone's walking around, but it's not just footsteps. It sounds like something heavy is being dragged around up there. At first, I thought it was just an animal, maybe a raccoon or something, but the sounds are too heavy. They're always in the same spot. It's always right above my bedroom. I've tried to ignore it, but it's hard. It's so loud, and it's every single night. I've started to lose sleep, and I'm always on edge. I'm constantly looking up at the ceiling, waiting for it to start again. I've even tried going outside to see if I can see anything, but there's never anything there. Check the roof for any signs of damage, but there's nothing. It's like whatever's making the noise is invisible. I'm starting to think that maybe it's not an animal at all. Maybe it's something else. I know, it sounds crazy, but I can't think of any other explanation. I've tried everything I could think of, but the noises just keep happening. I am at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. I'm starting to feel like I'm going crazy. I'm hoping that maybe somebody here can help me. Has anyone ever experienced anything like this? Does anyone have any idea what it could be? I'm desperate for answers. Update 1. I'm so grateful for all the responses I've gotten. It's good to know that I'm not alone in this. I've tried a few of the suggestions that people have given me. I've tried playing white noise, but it really doesn't block out the sounds. I've also tried setting up a camera, but I haven't caught anything on it yet. I'm starting to think that maybe I should just call a professional. I'm not sure who to call, though. A ghost hunter? A paranormal investigator? The police? I don't even know if those are real things. Well, except the police. I'm so tired of this. Just want to be able to sleep in my own bed without being terrified. Update 2. Okay, so something really weird happened last night. I was lying in bed trying to sleep when I heard the noises again. They were even louder than usual. I was so scared that I just hid under the covers. But then I heard something else. It sounded like someone was knocking on my bedroom door. It was really quiet, but it was distinct. I froze. I didn't know what to do. I was too scared to even breathe. The knocking stopped as soon as it started. I waited a few more minutes, and then I slowly got out of bed. I crept over to the door and opened it. Naturally, there was no one there. I checked the hallway, but there was no one there either. I even checked outside, but there was no sign of anyone. I was so shaken up that I couldn't go back to sleep that whole night. I just sat up in bed all night, waiting for the sun to come up. I don't know what to make of this. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not just dealing with something walking on my roof. Maybe there's something in the house now. I'm really starting to freak out. Update 3. I'm sorry I haven't updated in a while. I've been really busy trying to deal with the situation and just a bunch of life stuff. I finally decided to call a professional. I found a local paranormal investigator and he came out to my house yesterday. He spent a few hours looking around, asking me questions. He also set up some equipment to try to capture some evidence. He said that he didn't find anything conclusive, but he did say that he thinks there's something unusual going on. He said that he's going to review the evidence he collected and get back to me. I'm really hoping he can help me figure out what's going on. I'm so tired of living in fear. Update 4. The paranormal investigator got back to me today. He said that he didn't find any evidence of paranormal activity in my house. I was so disappointed. I was really hoping that he would be able to help me. But then, he said something that really creeped me out. He said that he thinks there's someone watching me. He said that he found some strange footprints outside my bedroom window. He said that they weren't animal tracks, and they weren't his either. He said that he thinks someone is stalking me. I'm so scared now. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid to even leave my house. I'm starting to think that maybe I should just move. I don't know if I can handle this anymore. Update 5. I'm so sorry for the late update. I've been really shaken up lately. I haven't heard the noises on my roof for a while now, but I still feel like I'm being watched. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder, and I'm afraid to be alone in my room. I've been staying at a friend's house for the past few days, and I don't know what to do next. I'm afraid to go back to my house, but I don't want to leave it either. I'm just so lost and confused. I don't know what to do. Final update. I'm writing this from a hotel room. I've decided to leave my house. I just can't take it anymore. I know it's probably not the most rational decision, but I just can't live there anymore. I feel like I'm in constant danger. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm going to stay in this hotel for a few days and then try to figure things out. I'm so scared, you guys. I don't know what's going on, but I'm afraid that something terrible is going to happen to me if I stay. I'll try to keep you updated, but I don't know when I'll be able to post again. I just hope I can get through this. Okay, so this happened like a week ago, and I'm still kind of creeped out about it. I was hiking in the state park, pretty popular one, lots of trails and stuff. I like to go off the beaten path a little, find some peace and quiet. Anyway, I was out there, hadn't seen another person for hours. It was getting late in the afternoon, sun starting to dip down. I'm going along this ridge, and that's when I saw it. This thing, just standing there between the trees. It was like a monolith? Totally smooth, black, maybe 10 feet tall. No markings, no writing, nothing. Just this perfectly smooth black surface. It looked totally out of place, like someone just dropped it there. I kind of froze, just stared at it for a while. My heart was definitely pounding. I mean, what the hell is that thing? It was giving off this weird vibe, like wrongness, I don't know, like it shouldn't be there. I took a few steps closer, cautiously, wanted to get a better look. As I got closer, I swear I started to feel dizzy almost, and kind of nauseous, and the hair on my arms stood up. It was like this thing was radiating something, some kind of energy. Maybe I was fooling myself, I don't know. but it was seriously freaking me out. I took a few pictures with my phone, figured if no one believed me, at least I'd have proof. And I just noped out of there. Turned around and walked. Well, okay, practically ran back the way I came. Didn't stop until I got back to my car. I haven't been back to that part of the woods since, and honestly, I'm not sure that I want to. The knocking stopped as soon as I woke up in the middle of the night.